Cadence Fit Crew. It's a core workout for you guys. Full functional core. You're gonna need a couple things today. You will need a tube with handles, so those stretchy resistance bands. You could use a light or a medium tube. You could also have a couple out and see what feels good. Have them close by so you don't waste any time. Switching, I'm also gonna have a couple of plates today, a lighter plate and a heavier plate. Whenever I pick up a plate, you don't have to use it. Feel free to use body weight only. Same with the band work. You can follow along doing the same movements that I'm doing and not using any weight at all. Maybe add the weight later as you get more comfortable with the movements. We will be coming up and down from the ground. You might want a mat. I definitely recommend shoes. When you put your feet in these bands, sometimes it can feel uncomfortable if you are shoeless. It's preference, I'm just saying. Put some music on. I'm not allowed to use music for copyright purposes, but absolutely put on something with a beat, something that pumps you up, and get ready for a full functional core workout. We are not gonna do crunches for 20 minutes. We are going to work the middle of you, a little bit of the bottom of you, a little bit of the top of you, okay? Let's go. Come on down. On your backs, on your mat or no mat. I'm kind of a rebel. I tend to not use a mat. We're gonna get warm and get focused and get honed in on the muscles of our core and get them ready to move. Hands at the sides. We're gonna start with a very simple toe taps here. Legs are bent at 90, so I'm tapping my toes lightly on the ground and then bringing the knee just above the hip. Just a few. You're gonna start to feel the lower abdominals turn on. I want you to keep your lower back connected to the floor as we tap, and tap the toes really lightly like the ground is hot. Now start to take your feet away from you a little bit, so toes tapping further away from your booty. Maybe go a little bit quicker. Feel how the abs have to work a little more to control the motion of your legs. Chin is lightly tucked. Just a couple more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then put the feet flat and hip width apart. We're gonna come to bridge. So 2 and 2, real smooth. If you got a good beat going, I've got my beat in my head. You know, guys know how I roll. We're squeezing the booty. We're pushing through the heels as we lift, starting to tune into those glutes, the hammies, the hips as well. Imagine the hips like headlights when you do a bridge, and they're shining right on the ceiling. Nice and smooth right now. We're just getting warm, getting ready, coming up onto our shoulders and upper back. Couple more of this nice smooth rhythm. 2 up and 2 down. And then all we're gonna do, you guys, we're gonna go up and we're gonna hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Come part way down, don't touch and come up again. Up and hold for 3, for 2, for 1. One more time, not hyperextending. We don't wanna push the pelvis forward. Oh, here we go, one more, just for luck. I feel my booty already. What does that mean? What does it mean? And come down slowly. Hands to temples, little C crunch. So first we're just gonna start with the upper body. So a little 2-2 crunch. We'll work our way into that C crunch. The chin is tucked in. We're peeling the shoulders off the floor. Elbows staying nice and wide. We're not rushing. We're not pulling. Now as you start to maybe get up a little higher, your eye gaze is between your knees. And I want you to think about your rib cage going towards your hips. So this nice curling motion as we hone in on the upper abs here. Our 6-pack, which we all have. Yes, that's what we're working right now. And then let's add the legs. So let's go up, up, and down. Back to that little 2-2 rhythm. It's nice and smooth, kind of keeps the muscles engaged. We don't want to go down too quickly. We want to keep everything revved up. You can always put your hands behind your head if crunching strains your neck. If you do that, my only deal is just cradle like I'm doing right now and keep your elbows wide. Let's change the rhythm here because we don't want to pull or use our head or our neck, right? Now come up and pulse for 3, 2, 1, lower down. Do it again. 3, 2, 1. Now when we're coming up, our knees are just staying over our hips and we're trying to warm everything up, and you might start to feel a little burn. This is good. Let's make this a little harder. As you come down, take your thumbs over your head and lengthen your arms. So a longer lever. Is your lower back down? As you come up, are you reaching forward, not up? Forward, not up. Working to keep those knees nice and still, and rather than pulling them in towards the chest, we're keeping them stacked right over our hips. Let's make this a little harder, shall we? Progression, friends, get used to it. So a triple pulse crunch here,
And then extend the arms and legs away to 45. Put your head all the way down. Do it again. So 3, 2, 1. Extend overhead. And then come all the way down. Check in with your lower back. How is it feeling? Call this a warm-up, but let's be honest. I think any form of core work, whether it's really intense on the ground, standing, whatever, is a challenge. We're not great at using our cores, but we're gonna get better at it right now. Do this one more time. Hold, 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 hold. And then bend the knees, put them on the ground. A little more, and then we'll be ready. We're gonna come to standing for some standing rotational strength work. Right now though, we're back to that 2-2. See if you can get up a little higher in the bridge. We really want the back of the body warm. It's good to go through sometimes and repeat sets and notice how different you feel as your body starts to get warm, as your muscles start to talk to each other and the body knows something's going on, right? 1, 1, down, down, up, hold for 3, 2, 1, then come down. Let's add another second up here. Hold for 3, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hammies, squeeze the heels, and 1 more time. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. I'm warm, I'm ready. I feel that all the way through. Let's come to standing. We're gonna start with some leg work and upper body work, so everything's in tune. I'm going to grab a plate. I'm going to grab the bigger of my 2 plates. Feel free to just use your body weight for this exercise. If you're holding a plate or a dumbbell, I want you to hold it on your chest. So your elbows come out, so it's not in front of you, right on your chest. You're gonna take your feet hip width apart. We're gonna step back your right leg and twist over the left and switch. Stepping the left leg back, twisting over the right. You're holding that plate at the center and you're just rotating your chest. Feet are hip width apart. And make sure as you step back and rotate, you're bracing your abdominals and you're feeling all this work in the core. It's a full lunge though, you guys. So 2 90-degree angles. I'm gonna turn so you can see. And again, we're making sure, and maybe you can increase your twist a little more. Wobbling's fine. Make sure you're dropping your back knee, pushing strongly through your front heel. I'm gonna give you an option if you'd like a little bit of a different hold. You can tuck your elbows under the plate and come into that rotation this way. Make sure you're not tapping back. I want real lunges as you come back and drop the back knee towards the floor. I'm out of breath already. What is going on? What is going on? Couple more. Just kidding. It's called work, right? We want to be out of breath. We want to be working hard. Now take the feet under the hips. Everybody come to this stance where you're holding the plate right at your collarbone or dumbbell, whatever you have. You're going to take your right leg and you're going to lean it way back, okay? Putting all this weight, all this pressure into your front leg, and we're going to do some single leg squats with your plate resting. So tip forward, feel the abs turn on, the back turns on, and tap. 3, 2, up, hold, down slow. Do it again. 3, 2, up, hold, down slow. As you're moving, your chest and your nose are in front of your toes. All this beautiful weight and work loading into your front leg. The back leg is tapping lightly. Should feel this through your thigh, your glutes, through your core, and through your back as they work to keep you stable. Make sure you're bracing really tightly. We're playing with rhythm to challenge the muscles and hold. Down slow. One more on this side. 3, 2, 1. Hold, hold, hold. Down slow. Step in. We're going back to those lunges with the twist. So put the plate in front. Let's go. Alternating. Get a little lower this time. Muscles are getting warm now. I'm going to give you an option if you want to increase intensity. You're going to press the plate out in front of you. Press and twist. Press and twist. Optional. Bring it in, bring it out and twist. You get to pick. We're not in a rush here. We want to focus on the hips, staying stable as the upper body twists. My arms are long, you guys. You can't do it without bending the elbows. Maybe hold a lighter plate or keep the plate close to the chest. Oh, we're working into the legs now. Stay with it. Feel free to do any of the options I've given you. not a right way. There's what works your body. One more, one more. Whew, shake it off. Feeling it. Okay, we got single leg squats in the other leg. So stack the plate right at the collarbone. You're gonna tap forward, tap forward, tap forward. Make sure it's the other leg. Put all the weight on the front leg. Light on the back leg, tuck the elbows under. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Up, hold. Come down slow. So I've got a nice diagonal line in my spine, but it's long and connected. Do you notice that? The standing leg, the leg doing the single leg squat. Make sure the knee is not collapsing in. It's going out towards your baby toes, not in towards your big toe. Keep leaning forward. Feel this work as your body has to level up to steady you. You're not only leaning forward, but you're weighted if you've got the plate with me. Weighted or not, you'll feel this one. Keep your shoulders back down and together. Stay with your breath. Back leg is light. 3, 2, 1. Hold with control. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing good. I know, this is when you feel rotating muscles, standing muscles, front and back core muscles. We're gonna do 2 more. Keep your core super tight. Let it help you here. Whew. Little shake it out. 1 more movement holding this plate. It's called a halo. You're gonna start with your feet under your hips. You're gonna take your plate, your kettle, your dumbbell, your arms, whatever you're using. You're gonna hold it to the collarbone. You're gonna step wide as you circle around and come outside your leg. Come in the center, circle, step wide. Come in the center and circle. So we're breathing. Our shoulders are staying back and they're staying down. When you bring your arms outside your hip, you're coming into a squat. Weight in the heels mostly, setting the hips back, pushing the knees out. Now start to take it a little wider. Start to take it a little wider. Can you imagine slamming? Yes. The strongman move here. Little halo slam. Imagine having a big ol' weight, big ol' rock. Make sure you're not leaning forward. We're sitting down, filling the shoulders, the rotator muscles, the back muscles, everything. It's so beautiful. Breathe. 4, 3, almost there. 2, keep your chest up. And 1. Whew. We're done with the plate for now. Put it down. Next focus here, you're gonna pick up your band with the tubing. You're gonna step in it. I'm gonna change our focus to the back for a few minutes here. Step on the band, take your feet hip width apart, and then cross the band over. You do not have to do this. If we start to work and it feels too strong, you're simply going to uncross and do the same movements with less resistance. Maybe start out crossed, see how it feels, adjust if you need to. All right, again, feet hip width. We're gonna hinge forward from the hips, bend the knees, pull our elbows high and wide with a row. For 3, for 2, for 1, and come down. Elbows pull high and wide, shoulder blades drawing towards each other. The chin is tucked. We're looking forward. I'm looking at y'all, but I want you to look forward. And I want you to squeeze. It's a row variation, so our hands are facing inward. We're pulling our elbows high and wide, big squeeze of strength through our upper and mid back muscles. Visualize your muscles coming in towards your spine. Pull and then resist as you come down. So we keep the tension on the band. We don't let go once we're done with the triple pulse row. Couple more. If you need a break, just come out of this little half squat we're in. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna add an exercise now. So hold at the bottom, elbows up high and wide, and then extend your arms and rise. Oh, it's called an L row. Tipping forward, pulling the elbows high and wide, straightening and extending, keeping that extension as you rise. This is what I want you to feel. You come down, upper back. You open, entire back. You rise, down into the lower back. Do you feel that? Our shoulders are staying down away from our ears as we work. We are not rushing. Collarbones broad. Upper back strong and lifted. This is a huge postural exercise. A lot of strength in the upper back,
Body wants to tip and round, and instead we are opening and we're extending. As you rise, keep your arms as straight and as strong as you can. It's incredibly important, you guys, to work the backs of your body. It's so important. Couple more, and then we're going back to the triple pulse row. I know. As you come up, squeeze the chest broadly. Breathe. Feels so good, doesn't it? I love it. Okay, we're going back to that triple pulse row. Come down, elbows high and wide. 3, 2, 1. Release the tension slowly. Can you get your elbows a little higher? Can you take them a little bit wider? Bet you could. We always want to focus on the front of our bodies, but we need to spend that time training the back. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears if they're starting to lift up into that turtleneck. Your legs are strong, your core is strong. Want that heat between the blades here. One more. And then we're gonna do 8 L rows. You ready? Let's go. 1, elbows high, extend, and rise. Come down, elbows high, extend, and rise. It's that second set, right? You've totally got this, you guys. Shoulders back and down. What is your body doing? Are you using it all as one unit together? Your abs are helping, shoulders, back, your postural muscles. You guys have 3 more. 3 more of these bad boys. Stay in it. Feel that beautiful work and all the muscles down your spine. Feel that? One more. Take a breath. I felt that today, yeah? A little more standing work with the band. Pull the handles high, uncross them if you need to. Leg focus now. Bend the knees, take the feet outside the hips. Knees out. We're gonna squat walk to the left. 1, 2, and to the right. 1, 2. So we're staying down. Our feet aren't touching. Pushing the knees out. Little lateral squat walk action. Never hurt nobody, right? It's good for you, they say. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Don't let the knees collapse in. How's your collarbones? Are they open? Are your shoulders drawn together? Watch my posture. This takes practice, but a couple things. Remember, if you're having too hard of a time, uncross the handles, take some tension off, or ditch the band completely and focus on beautiful squat walks, side to side. 1 more. Can you move? We're gonna squat and kick it back, okay? So squat, and then you're gonna kick your right foot back. You're gonna squat in the center, left foot. Now the foot that's kicking back, the leg is completely straight. Imagine you're squishing a bug in the corner. Breathe, shoulders together. You should feel your booty burning right now. Booty is burning up. That's good. Nothing wrong with a burning booty, am I right? Laughing at my own jokes in my garage, yo. It's my new life. Laughing at my own jokes in the garage. Go slow. Don't rush. Keep the tension on the way up and the way down. How's your butt? How's your thud? That's right, where your thigh hit your butt. Very technical. 4. Try and take your mind off the pain. 3. Feel how hard your body is working to do this, and it's not just your glutes. Okay, you're gonna be so mad at me. Ready? Yes. Bend your knees. 2. I promise after this, we're gonna put the band down, change positions. But this standing work, standing strength work, rotational work, postural work, back strength gains, booty and hips, gonna support your life, help keep you injury-free. 4, yes you can. 3, your butt won't fall off. 2, 1 more. Felt like it might. What I have planned for you next, it might. Coming down. Next phase. You're gonna come down. Come on down. 2 horse stance. Your hands right under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Now you're gonna brace your abs and you're gonna square your torso to the floor. Your right leg, bend it, put the heel straight up. Now my hip is not open. My hips are facing the floor. And we're just gonna pulse here, friends. 4, 3, 2, 1, swing it. 4, 3,
2. Now you should feel your back. You should feel your booty. I want you to squeeze. Keep this small. We're really isolating here. Working the strength and not just the glutes, even though that's what you're gonna feel, your glutes and your hammies. Working as hard as we can to keep the shoulders, hips, torso, all square to the floor. Try to not let your head hang. Remember, our neck is our extension of our spine. Okay, one more just like this for that heel press. Kick in the ceiling, and then we're gonna lengthen the leg. Toe is down, heel is up, and we're gonna go in and out. So inside your bottom leg, outside. Breathe. This takes a ton of control through the hips. So even though you're pressing down into the floor, try to visualize your core being on and really lifting up. Out of your hands, a ton of strength through your center. I'm feeling this. You notice I'm not kicking my leg up in some wild arch. I'm staying very isolated. Strength and control. We want control in our hips, control in our hip flexors. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. God gave you 2 butt cheeks, right? He did. Let's go. Other side, left leg. 3, 2, 1, kick. And we don't think about our hips very much. And if we do, it's just to complain about them. They're too tight, they're too big, they're too whatever. Okay, well, this is your chance to work them. They do so much for us. They carry a ton of tension, a lot of movement. We don't tend to work hard to strengthen them or keep them mobile. Right now you are. Bonus of the back and the booty as well. Stay as controlled as you can, as square to the floor as you can, as strong as you can, despite the burning that may be going on in your butt cheek because your instructor is mean. Such a mean trainer. Oh my goodness, ready? One more. 3, 2, 1. Now lengthen your leg. When you want to stop, here we go. Outside, inside. Controlled. You're naturally gonna have probably more strength, mobility on one side of your body. Sorry if you hear my children squealing. 9-year-old and a 3-year-old, and even though I tell them, hey, mommy's doing work, they still get a little sassy from time to time. Oh, tell you what, sassy right now, my butt cheek. Oh, breathe. This is so important. When something is this challenging, you guys, you know what it means? It means we need to be doing it. 4, 3, hold on. Stay as controlled and in this moment as you can. And 1. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, how about some oblique work? You're like, anything but my butt, okay? Come down, putting your left elbow on the ground. Your bottom knee is bent, and you're gonna lift up from your bottom hip. Your right arm comes out, and your right leg comes up, and we're gonna pulse. 2, and extend. Bringing the elbow and the knee together. Now, if this is too much, you can put your bottom hip on the ground, but what I would love to see is you working to lift it. Imagine the body, I always say this cue, but it works, between 2 panes of glass. So squeeze your booty. That's burning. Little pulses, reaching away with control. We have a long line between our elbows and our shoulders. Nice and stacked, so we're stable. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Sometime that 2 pulse became a 3. It's just in my blood to make everything amount to 4. Sorry. I don't even have music and it's happening. We're just gonna go with it. Now hold. Put your foot down. So your foot is down. Lift your right arm up high and just do a little needle thread. So you're coming under and then up. Your shoulders are twisting. And then you're lifting up. Feel that work in the underside of your body. That top leg is steadying you. If you can't do all these, it's okay. You do as many as you can. I'm breathing. It's called a needle thread. Beautiful exercise. Up and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just kidding, other side. You can relax when we're finished, okay? All right. Right elbow, bending the bottom leg, lifting the hips, lifting the arms. Saying a prayer for our hips right now because, oh my goodness, reaching away. Left leg is long. 3, 2, I'm not even gonna fight it on this side. Now we don't want our booty sticking out. We don't want our chest coming forward. Straight, strong body. How's that line from your elbow across your shoulders? How does the center of your body feel? Are you feeling that tension? Are you feeling that work? I know, we're working hard. Spending time on your center, time on your core, it's so important, you guys. So important. 3, 2, 1. The second side's always harder. If that's how you're feeling, it's okay. Now hold, hold, hold. Take the arm up. Let's thread under. Squeezing the booty. Feeling that work as you just hold your leg up, right? And you can always put it down, just like that. Keeping the hips open to the front. Keeping that bottom hip off the ground. Feeling the challenge, feeling the work. Being okay with it. Why? Because work is good. It's a good thing. 2. 1 more. Smooth and slow. Smooth and slow. And hold, hold, hold. Release and lay on your back. Last little salute to the obliques. Not very complicated, but my gosh. There's a reason the bicycle, the cross crawl has been around forever. It works for the rotating muscles, the side abdominals. Here's your options, okay? You're gonna take your legs out to 45 straight. If you do this, my low back might lift today, we'll see. If you do this and your low back lifts, you're gonna bend your knees. If you do that and your low back lifts, you're gonna keep your feet on the floor, okay? We're all gonna be doing the same thing with our upper bodies. Those are options for your legs. Tuck your chin, hands lightly on the temples, elbows wide. Legs long, knees bent, or feet down. You ready? Twist, center, twist, center. 1, 2. What are the options? Just like this. What are the options? So many options so that you are successful. That is what matters. Can you rotate a little more? It involves a lot of flexibility in our upper back or thoracic spine. Keep your elbows broad, breathe into your spine. Gentle tuck of the chin. The chest is open, open. Big rotation. Woo. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm gonna change the way I'm lying. You don't need to, so you can see what's going on. Lay all the way on your back and lengthen your arms. Okay? Your knees are over your hips. You're gonna drop them to the left side. Oh, that's your right side. Back to the center and the other side. Here's the deal. Keep your knees together and you need to keep your shoulders on the floor. So if they start to lift, maybe don't drop your knees quite so low. That might be the edge of your mobility. Don't let your knees pull towards your chest. Now here's an option, okay? You want a little more on the side, you're gonna extend the top leg. Leave it extended, come to the center and switch. Drop, extend the top leg or not. Come back and switch. If you're extending the leg, do you feel that extra work? Ooh, in the obliques as they draw you back to the center of the room. Anytime this gets to be too much or the shoulders are just lifting and barely on the ground, it's not a big deal. Breathe. This is so challenging for me, you guys. I've come a long way. If you're brand new to this exercise, this windmill, windshield wiper, it's got a lot of names, exercise, it's okay. It's okay. Take your time and go back to right here if that's where you need to be. I love this exercise because you feel the work and the mobility so isolated in the side of you. So isolated. 3, 2, one more. And 1. Love it. Sides are done. Last little salute we're gonna do on the floor. Did you think I was gonna let you get through a core workout without a hover? If you did, you don't know me very well. And if you don't know me very well, you just learned something about me. Hovers for life. I'm on the knees. Elbows are down, fists close together. They're not clenched, we're not clasping. We're breathing. Back is long and straight. Take your feet now, tuck them into the ground,
And then take your knees a little wider than your hips with a long flat back. You're gonna reach your right hand out to the corner and come back, then your left. Tuck the chin, you guys. I had my head up, I corrected. So we're tapping and we're coming back. Our hips aren't opening, our shoulders aren't wiggling. They're square to the floor through our strong, beautiful, braced cores. Inhale, exhale. Optional to make this a little harder. We're almost done, so maybe this is a good chime for you. So lift the knees off the floor, take them wide. My feet are very wide, and then do the tap just like this. Brace your abs, pull them up high. Squeeze your quads, the front of your legs. Squeeze your butt. We're working slowly. We're going back to the knees anytime we need to. If our body's just moving too much, or we're feeling this in the lower back. If it's out of your abs right now, and it's being felt in the lower back, I'd like you to adjust. It's not about being a hero. It's not about the hardest option. It's about building that strength from the inside out. 4, 3, 2, hang on, and 1. Put your knees down. Take your hands, put them on the ground, and then put your forehead on your hands. Now you're gonna squeeze your butt, lengthen your legs, lift them, and kick. So this is a flutter kick. Our upper body is down. I'm squeezing my butt like my life depends on it. My legs are long. I'm pointing my toes, keeping my knees off the floor as I kick, 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 kick. You should feel every muscle in the back of your body light up. Kick, 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 kick. 4. Breathe. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. 2. Hold, 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 hold. Knees down. Last round, you guys. Hover. Yes. Knees or toes. Set up, adjust, see how you're feeling. Knees wider than hips. And tap. And tap. Tuck the chin. Eye gaze is down. Neck is long. Every muscle in your body. Feel how it's working to keep you stable. Square to the floor. If you've got anything left, adjust first and then move, taking the knees off the floor. Now we're bringing you into a 3-point stance here, which is pretty wild, right? Only 3 points of contact with the floor, which is why your body's working so hard and why I sound like I'm crying. I promise I'm not crying. Squeeze your butt. How many times do you think I could see squeeze your butt? How many times I've said it over my lifetime? But anyway, squeeze it. Just for good measure. 4, 3, yes you can, yes you can. I know I'm starting to wiggle. 2, 1. Last exercise, flutter kicks. Put your eyes down and kick, 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 kick. Yes, 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 yes. Can you lift your legs a little higher? Can you make them a little longer? Can you go quicker? Squeeze every muscle in the back of you. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders. Kick, 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 kick. 4 seconds, you guys. 3, 2, relax. Put your hands down. Carefully tuck your toes and come to child's pose. This would be a great time, if you would like it, to do a stretch video. We're gonna wrap this up. That was a nice core workout for you guys. I hope you felt things in your back, in your front, in your sides, in your butt. Woo. Feel free to stay and stretch longer. Have a fantastic day.